What's up, crew? 5 o'clock on a Monday, 22nd February. Captain's log. That's what I feel like whenever I say I feel. It's like a scene from Avatar. Yeah, just keeps log. So just started working out again. Today's my second day. So far it's rough because I'm very much out of shape. I think I had mentioned here, like the last time I weighed myself, I was like at 189. It's the closest to 200 I've ever been in my life. And, well, shit, closest to 200. I typically average between 165 and 175, if I'm being chunky. But I really got into the chunky life with quarantine, which was a complete opposite than the first time I went to quarantine than the first one. The first time I kind of went hard on the at home self-discipline and do my work and stuff like that. But as I was burning myself, I was still in that obsessive mode. So now I'm using so now instead of jump roping for the full, that's all I do. I just jump rope. That's my preferred method of working out. So now instead of jump roping for a full hour, I'm going to jump rope 30 minutes. 30 minutes a day. And then I found this really cool boxing timer. So I'm going to jump for 3 minutes and then I get a minute off. Jump 3 minutes and I get a minute off. 8 rounds, that's like 31 minutes. Perfect. So, it just sucks, man. It sucks. I get all this acid just comes out. I think that's the worst one. That and the fact that I can't jump rope for 30 seconds. I kind of just start to die after a while. I was, but I was looking at this, someone posted this picture on Reddit in the Kitchen Confidential subreddit. And it was 2 employees, and I'm going to assume they had just gotten slammed in service, and they were, I think, Domino's employees. And I think it was also mentioned that it was in the Texas, during this cool freeze, this blizzard, whatever the fuck's going on in Texas. But it's so funny. I don't say it, but I just I guess I just always had that assumption, yeah, you know what? I guess I had to rethink my definition of what a cook is, because before working in kitchens, I apologize, but I didn't really think the best of oh, you're just a fast food worker. That first kind of got, I always knew they were hard workers, but it just didn't occur to me just how much more difficult it is to work in a fast food place, a corporate place like that versus a restaurant. The first insight I got was when I met my wife, because she had not when I met her, but she had worked at a Burger King too. I think she was, she managed 2. She was pretty young when she did it, but one was in a fairly decent neighborhood in our part of town, and the other one was in a not good. It was way up there in Marin City, California. The place is kind of rough. It's a little rough. And yeah, I just thought, and then that was my first instance of just thinking, I can't imagine, I'm a cook. One of the things that appeals to me as a cook working in the kitchen is I don't have to deal with the customers. Unless I'm a chef and I have to go and start hi guys, and, shake. I don't have to worry about that shit. Open kitchen, I just people watch, Every now and then you get, thank you for the food, and you just say, just be polite. But yeah, I couldn't imagine having to be both front of house and back of house, taking orders, and not only that, being in a situation where it almost people just feel it's okay to shit on you. And I said another place where I experienced that was when I worked at a gas station prior to working in kitchens. I think I worked in a gas station for like 2 to 3 years, and there's just something about places like that, man. People just really just don't give a fuck. It's like the one place I guess people can just be dismissive of other people, and it's okay because it's customer service. I don't know what their definition of customer service is, but it certainly doesn't shouldn't be that. But anyway, so as my journey kept moving forward, I thought, okay, well, fast food employees bust their ass, yes, and then I would see little memes. I think someone's awake. I've never done a split take before. I wonder how that's going to play out. Hopefully I have enough memory in the phone. If not, whatever. But yeah. And then we have here in California, we have a burger joint called In-N-Out Burger. And when you go through the drive-thru at In-N-Out, you can actually see them working. That was the first place where I saw like In-N-Out. It's fast food, but the food that they put out isn't what you would consider fast food quality. It's like a step up above. And watching them work, hearing them expo, you really do get like, this is a kitchen. But then it's like, where do you draw the line? What this place is not a kitchen, but this place is? I don't know. There's no real point to this. I guess I'm just pointing out something that is obvious. I just never verbalized it. And now I am, and I see it, and it's like, you know what, man, fast food people do most of their ass. Fast food people should get the same recognition as cooks, In fact, I would say, like, it's a great starting point. Like, I feel like some people go down the CIA route. I've noticed that the people that have that CIA background, just there's something refined about them. I've never, even the scuffier ones, the not so good. There's a certain like the way they carry themselves. It's like, I know you're from a CA, and then which is fine, and it depends. Some kitchens, they just hold that up to such a high, like, oh, you're not from the CIA, okay. But that's your CIA, man. If you're working a fast food joint, and I would say this: if you work in a fast food joint, and you like it, you just don't like where you're at, because that's like a problem a lot of us have. Is we like the cooking, we just don't like where we're at, dude. Hop on over to a restaurant, even if you just got to be the dishwasher. I mean, trust me, I think one thing I can say about the kitchen is, for the most part, if you work hard, it gets recognized. It really is that kind of place, because the line is the equalizer. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter how hot you think you are, how skilled. Once we're on the line, we're going to find out the kind of person you are, And just because you have trouble, just because you had a rough service, doesn't mean you had a bad service. There's a big difference. Don't get it confused. So, I don't know. I think that's all I really had this morning. Back to working out. I'm trying to get my mind, I'm trying to get primed for going back to work. The first time around, I was working out and all that, but my brain was home. I never made a bother because I just didn't want to go back to work. I never bothered to like mentally prepare myself. This time around, I have to do it differently. I don't want to fuck things up at work. I don't want to like go in one day with the wrong attitude, because going into anything with the wrong attitude is like going into anything drunk, intoxicated. You're not gonna think straight. It's gonna cloud your judgment. It's just not, dude. It's not worth it. So, I'm gonna exercise. I've been washing and ironing my aprons. I'm gonna find like a nice place where I can hang them, so I can see them, so I can just feel, that kitchen vibes. And what else? Sharpen my knives. I gotta sharpen my knives. I want to buy a strop for knives. I use a belt, but I think my belt isn't real leather. So, anyway, I'm just thinking out loud. Shopping. I like to shop. Amazon shop. But my coffee's ready. I'm gonna hit the day. There's a lot to do today. I wish you guys a good day. I hope wherever you are, you're doing well. If you're not in the best situation, man, sometimes the best move is not to make a move at all. You know, if you're not sure what the next move is, don't do anything. Figure out where you're at. You know, settle into that spot. You don't have to get comfortable, but just, you know, be aware of your surroundings. Know where you're at, and if you can't make a move, do the appropriate steps to start making the move. That's all I got for you guys today. Have a great service, chefs. Everyone else have a great day. I will see you guys later. Peace.